Get on ADV Fest 2025. Where do you stay? What do you eat? I mean, those things are really important whenever you're going somewhere. You need to know where you're going to stay and what you're going to eat. And we're going to be talking about that today. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Bike Like a Dog. Be sure to like and subscribe before you leave today. And we're going to be talking today about the accommodations and the food at Get On ADV Fest in Sturgis, South Dakota. If you have not already watched it, you might want to watch the link. I'm going to watch the video about the overview, kind uh, of the ADV Fest, what it is, where it is, and everything. We talk about the location a lot. But now I want to talk about the accommodations and the food. Now, we were at the Buffalo Chip Campground, which is east of Sturgis, South Dakota. And it's, as I said in my first video, it is a windswept plain. It's a huge campground, but they can accommodate all kinds of stuff. You can bring in your tent and just set up camp. You can also bring in your RV and park that. Again, there's water hookup and electrical. There's also a sump dump that's there for your RVs and everything. If you're camping, there are showers. There's, I think, north showers and south showers or something like that that you can do. So there's a shower house. There's also a couple of, I think, at the shower houses is where you can do laundry, coin operated laundromat things. Um, there's a lot of accommodations there for you. It's a campground. What can I say? Um, but there are also some cabins, and I can't speak to all of the different levels of cabins because we only stayed in one type of accommodation. You might go watch the video from Adventure Tomek where he says, "Hey, we've arrived. I've arrived with my T7 and Ibex or something like that." But he shows the interior of his cabin and everything, so you can get a much better overview of what that is by watching his. But they go from there are several different levels of cabin so far as what sort of amenities that they add. All the way, from a very simple, hey, you get four walls, a roof, and a floor, and maybe a cot, uh, all the way up to there are some suites that have kitchens in them. All right, that are like a two-bedroom suite. They have two bedrooms with a dining room and a living room and a bathroom and a kitchen. I mean, it's a whole place. It's like a little condo there. We Because I'm an old guy, my comfort meant more to me than my money. So I did get a two-bedroom suite that you can see, and uh, I didn't know what fully furnished meant, so we took a lot more stuff than I needed to take. We When they say fully furnished, they really mean it's fully furnished. It's like having a hotel room, basically, or a hotel suite. You got a dinette set to eat on. You've got a full living room, sitting area. The bedrooms have uh, full size. I think it's full size beds that have mattress, sheets, pillows, the whole nine yards. It's air conditioned. There's a mini fridge and a microwave, as well as a bathroom with a shower and a sink. So it's like a hotel suite. So there are various levels of accommodations. It just depends on what you're most comfortable with, what you're willing to spend. Obviously, bringing your tent, sleeping bag, and all that stuff is going to be the cheapest, uh, and on up. Now, while we're on this, let's talk about food because they have a meal plan, and the meal plan uh, is just breakfast and dinner. All right. And it starts on Thursday night and runs through Sunday morning. So you get 6 meals. According to some of the folks that were there from last year, this was my first time at Get On ADV Fest. And according to some of the folks that were there last year, they said that for the same price, they got sack lunches that they could take with them on their rides. Wasn't a lot of nothing, but I mean, it was like a PB&J and an orange or something like that. So it wasn't anything extravagant, but it was something. Speaking for myself, if they'd made that an option to pay for, even if it'd just been $1 more, I don't know that I would have paid for it because the way my son and I did our trip, we weren't at the camp at lunchtime. We weren't at the chip. We were out. We would, for example, just giving you one day as an example, we went on a ride, uh, ended up in Deadwood at lunchtime, parked the bikes, went to a restaurant there in Deadwood, had a wonderful lunch, did some shopping and everything, then did our ride on the way back, and then got back late afternoon, took a shower, went to dinner. Right? I didn't want a PB&J sandwich. We went to Deadwood. We had a really nice little meal at a cafe there in Deadwood, and and that was to me far more enjoyable because it gave us a chance to sit there right there on Main Street, or yeah, I think they call it Main Street. Sit there right there on the street, watching horses with stagecoach. That's what I'm trying to think of. Stagecoach. There'd be a couple of horses pulling a stagecoach down the street. There was a shootout down the street. There were shootouts like every 2 hours. Just would not have gotten the same experience. And, that's us. You decide what you like. The meal plan, the breakfasts were all the same. I didn't eat the same thing. Even though they had the same thing every morning, I never had the exact same breakfast. There was enough variety there that I could change what I had every morning. Dinners were always different. They were different every night, and they were good. All right, I'm talking good food and a lot of it. As I said, we never went hungry. We were never hungry. We weren't snacking in the room at night or anything like that. We were completely satisfied with the food there. Of course, if you're camping out or you're in an RV or something like that, you can always fix your own food. But yeah, I enjoyed the meal plan, and it goes beyond the food. Because when you were eating the meal plan, you get your food, you're in line with people, you're talking to the people ahead of you, behind you, things like that. And then you go over and you find a place to sit, and you end up sharing a table with different people and have an opportunity to talk to people. And typically, a conversation would start with stuff, like a dinner conversation might start with something like, "Hey, did you go riding today?" "Yeah, we did." "Where'd you go?" "Yeah, we took we did this." We took this ride that was prepared, or we took this ride but we modified it, or we just did our own thing and went down. We went down to Mount Rushmore or something like that. Okay, so that's accommodations and food, and we're gonna wrap this up, trying to keep them from being super long because I get super verbose when I'm talking about things that I'm excited about. Anyway, going to be talking about the activities and maybe some other stuff. So be sure to like and subscribe before you leave so that you can catch those as well. All right. Thanks a lot, y'all. Stay safe. Talk to you later.